Hello everybody, welcome back to Myst. Last episode we finished off the Selenitic Age. I've been seeing, so I told you I would look up online how to pronounce that. And I've seen people pronouncing it different ways, so I don't know. How would you pronounce that? I know it has to do with being affected by the moon. That's part of where the word selenite comes from. Selenitic? I don't know. If you say it a certain way, if one of you knows the right way to say it, I would appreciate that. But we are on to the next age. So, the Mechanical Age. Oh, I loved this one so much. Okay. Before arriving in this age, I was determined that it would be a journey to a world very different from my previous adventures. And it was. The sky here is dark and gray, and incessantly displays flashes of lightning in the distance. I met a very old man with a long beard and hair that hangs to his waist. He's very feeble and has trouble even moving. This man has obviously been through very many things in this strange world, and I have learned many things from him. He's told me an interesting story of this world's history. Years ago, he told me, there was a beautiful city that rose up out of the water. It housed many people inside its walls, and the people had everything they wished for. The city was surrounded by 3 high hills, which rose higher than the city. On the east hill of the city rested a large outlook post. The people of the city had constructed the post expecting visitors to arrive from the east. The people had no means of traveling on the water, which forced them to merely wait for friend or foe. As time passed, friendly visitors brought rumors of an enemy that existed beyond the horizon. The people grew fearful, yet nothing happened. One day, the usually sunny sky became as dark as night, and black ships appeared on the horizon. The lookout post's attempts at peace were turned away, and the sentries there were easily overwhelmed. The ships continued to wreak havoc on the city, apparently destroying everyone and everything. After the foundations of the city were destroyed, the city sunk deep into the ocean, and only the lookout post remained. The black ships sailed away. The man continued to say that 8 people had hidden and managed to survive through the attack. In the 9 years since the attack, 2 of the survivors had died. He also said that it was rumored that 10 years from the attack, the enemy would return to finish the destruction they had started so long ago. I've decided, since hearing the man's story, it would be admirable to save this civilization and stop this enemy's plan of destruction. I'm excited about the adventure that awaits me, and an idea has sparked in my mind to provide the needed defense for these people. I met the remaining survivors today, and I've begun work on a plan for protection. After a short absence, no, that's just the map. Okay. That's not confusing enough to get lost in. After a short absence, I've returned to this age with my 2 sons. They have, as of yet, traveled rarely with me, and they are understandably excited to be here. They've grown considerably since Everdunes, and it's already obvious to me that they will be a great help this time, instead of the nuisance they've been in the past. All 3 of us, along with 4 of the healthier survivors, began construction today. We are building upon the old city's ruins, which will provide a perfect foundation for our fortress. My sons have been spending much of their spare time on the South Island, where most of my materials are stored. I'm very pleased with their intelligence, and their creativity is refreshing to see as they work on some small projects of their own. It's been over 4 months now, and construction's going well. My sons love the world, except for its gray sky. They detest the gray sky and tell me many times they wish the sky here were like the blue sky in Myst. The old man I first talked to tells me that the enemy is due in 4 months. I feel we will be ready when the time comes. The man reminds me of Emmett in many ways. I often wonder how Emmett and his people are doing. It has been 6 months of work, and we have finally finished the fortress. It rests between the 3 hills, which are now only islands, due to a rising water level that the people experienced after the attack. Inside the fortress, I've designed a most intriguing device. It makes use of a technology called holography I began experimenting with on my visits to Aspermere. Aspermere. It will be working in a couple of days after I compensate for some small miscalculations. This holographic device will enable the survivors to learn to use the fortress. I don't think I need a picture of that either. Okay. The enemy is due to come soon, and I trust the fortress will provide sufficient protection for all of us. Yeah, I don't think I need... That's just turning the focus. Okay. The black ships have come. Their attack was substantial. Their weapons have been stopped, and it appears they have turned away in defeat. I could not help but smile as I watched the boats leave. Last night we had a small celebration, and the old survivors danced their dances of old. My sons did not understand why the sky had not turned back to its original blue. The old man told them that the storms would never end until the enemy was destroyed. I assured my sons that a blue sky was not worth the risk of death, and they seemed to hear me. I have had a healthy adventure, and I have begun work on a new book. Once again, I must leave a familiar age in search of a new universe I have begun. But first, I will have an extended time with Catherine, whom I miss very much. I must also return to the people of the tide. I believe in my travels I have found a substance that will ease the pain of their bone ailments that they have long endured. I hope to return to Mechanical Age one day and find the population growing and my fortress still strong. While the sky may always be black, I'm confident the people here feel a heavier darkness has been lifted from their shoulders. Aww. Okay, Mechanical Age. This was definitely one of my favorite ones. There. And... Jeez. I think the Mechanical Age, I mean, everything's kind of steampunky, but the Mechanical Age was particularly steampunky. And it might have been one of the earlier ones that I figured out. So this is just to show you guys. This is where we're going. It's the one that's right beside, just to the right is where the ship is. So we saw it when we arrived on Myst. It's right at the end of the dock. And 240 and 221. 240 and 22. That's the claw. 240. Oh yeah. I do that. How many times? Okay. 240. I'm actually gonna write that down while we go back down. 240 and 240. 2. Just in case. And Okay. Now... this is one that... Alright, so 2... 40. Uh-huh. And power. Oh, right. The weighted. This always reminded me of my grandmother's cuckoo. Okay. I don't remember the increments. I believe this one's a reset. Two. That moves bottom 2. No, only bottom 2. This moves top 2. Okay. Nope. Ah, I wasn't done. 2, 2, 1. Nope. Wow. Start here. There's only 3. Okay. Hold on. It just did a double turn. Okay. Does this one double turn? It does. Weren't there multiple weights in the original one? You guys remember? It's like entirely not relevant to this puzzle, but it's bothering me. Okay. So this, and then this. And then this. No. Aha. Okay. Oh, and the little thingy opened. Okay. Let's start over. Okay. Hello, seagulls. I have no French fries for you. You can see why it looks so steampunky. Like, look at those light bulbs. I really loved this one. The idea of a fortress that spins. Yeah. Okay, here we go. And here we are. Oh, it's actually really pretty. Also, the sky's blue. The sky is. Those look like morning glories, except they're not climbing. Let's go to the right. They did a really good job with this floor. I guess. This is Akinar's area. Yep, that sounds about right. Ooh. Rotation simulator. Oh, we've got the noises again. Okay. So south was tin can. I don't think I kept that page from before. South was a tin can noise. East was the rattlesnake noise. North is the ping. And west currently doesn't have a sound. Okay. We're gonna write those down. North was a ping. East was the snaky. South was the tin can. West question mark. Oops. Okay. And then oh, maybe I wasn't right on it before. Yeah. That's more of a spring, isn't it? Almost like a cricket. As compared to the east one. Oh, east is air brake. That's why. Air brake. Okay. Ooh. How many poison jars does a man need? Blue pages. Okay. What? Oh gosh. Yikes. Nope, not cool. Oh my gosh. Okay. Was that in the original one? Because I don't remember that. Okay. Akinar's room, and then I think was the main hall. Oh yeah, that's the center thing. Okay, we'll come back to that. I think that's where we turn things from. Oh, the bird! I like this. Very pretty. Okay. Chess. Yeah, secret room. Mostly alcohol. Okay. Any people's heads in here? Bunch of gold. Cirrus, your greed sickens me. Your desire for wealth and plunder is never satisfied. I will instruct my subjects not to pay your new tax, and you know they'll listen to me. Regards, Akinar. And the red page. Okay. I think... Oh, these are all the different ages. These are all representations. I seem to remember in the original one that that hidden room was actually behind the tapestry. Am I remembering wrong? You guys will have to, you know. Okay. You know, back when I played this the first time, I had not played D&D yet. Those shapes are far less mysterious now. Okay. Is there? Can we see what you're looking at? No? Why not? Just looking out at the water. And we turn this. Also looks like no. Okay. Okay. I had remembered differently. This is okay. Remembering differently is fine. It was 20 years ago. Okay. Let's not go down yet. I want to see... No. Apparently I am going down. I'm not sure what I just lined up. I just know that I lined something up. Let's go look. I turned us to face. I didn't turn us. I turned to something else. Did I turn the internal core bit? There was nothing back here, right? Yeah, okay. Elevator. Up, please. Okay. And what about all the way down? There isn't a further down? Okay. But from here, there's a middle. What is middle? Was I supposed to get out? I think I was supposed to get out. I was supposed to get out. Okay. Let's try that again. Aha. Okay. So that should now be east, based on the sound. And east points us... Oh. Did this change? No. We did turn. Okay. So this is east. The main one is south. I'm gonna draw these. It's kind of like sun over the mountains. Spiky, 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 and then first half moon. And they're definitely in the right hand positions. Oops. Button. Okay. And up again. Unhook. And then go for a little ways. That should be north. Okay. Should be the correct. So we came in on the South Island. And we should now be able to see if there is a West Island. Aha. Oh man. They did such a good job with the water. Look at that. Super pretty. Okay. Circle. Well, split ring. Split ring. And down spike, rectangle up spike. Sure. Okay. And there's no West Island. So we'll go all the way around back to the south, then head back to the east. Peace. So we're looking for South Island, which is tin can sound. Okay. Let's connect. And go for a little bit longer than usual. That. Ha ha ha. You know, I don't think I understood it the first time I played through, but I'm piecing together some of the other lore bits, like how Cirrus always has, he seems to have either sided with the black ships or be associated with them somehow, because in, is it Stone Ship Age? He had some black ship patterned stuff in his room. And I always wondered why that was, but never quite pieced it together. And this one. And this one. Back we go. I like the little spotlight. It's really cute. Okay. Let's go talk to my favorite crazies. Always Akbar first, right? You kind of have to.
Hello, I'm Akbar. I'm glad to see that you've returned to help me escape from my wrongful imprisonment. It was Cirrus who did this to me. Cirrus, my wicked brother. Do not listen to him. I warn you. I warn you. He's a liar. Do not be persuaded by his evil lies. Do not release him. He killed my father. He will kill you. Began when my brother Cirrus began to lust for riches. He stole from the Ages of Myst. He hoarded riches for himself. My father slept away his watchfulness. My sick brother secretly pronounced himself king. King of the Ages of Myst, he said. He began to look upon me in disgust. His lowly brother hated him. And then Cirrus began to destroy the Ages of Myst. He burned their forest. He tore down their structures. He flooded their lands. He murdered their inhabitants. Completely destroyed all but 4 of the Ages. Of course, I had one father. When I finally found him, there was Cirrus also, talking cleverly. The lying tongue of a serpent. He had convinced Father that it was I who destroyed the Ages. He convinced Father that it was I who was greedy for wealth and plunder. And as Cirrus dealt the final blow. He tricked father into believing that I was the murderer. But Sirius did not deal as fast a blow as he planned. And his father died a slow death. He at last doubted my brother's clever lies, and so in dying, father imprisoned us both. Unsure from which of us the blow had come. I swear to you what I say is true. Release me. You must release me. My brother is a deceitful liar and deserves punishment. I only wish vengeance for my dear father. His murder. Believe me. You must only recover one additional page to release me from this prison. It's the easiest to find. Go to the bookshelf that's in this library. On the far right side of the middle shelf, there's a burned book, which is different from the other burned books. This book is filled with patterns. Find pattern 158. Mimic its design on the panel in the fireplace. Doing this will bring you the last blue page. Remember, don't take the red page. Only the blue page. Return quickly to me. And do not touch the green book. It's a clever trap to imprison those who have not been warned. Do not be tempted, for you will rot and die, imprisoned as I am. I tell you, if you follow my instructions, it will be well worth your while. I promise you that. Go. Go.
Okay. Let's see what the other one has to say. Also, I didn't pay attention to this before, but that's all Danny's script. I like that. Okay.
You finally returned. I owe you a debt of gratitude, for you have nearly released me. My name is Sirius. I trust that from your explorations you've become convinced that my wicked brother Akhenar is guilty, and I am innocent. It is I who am wrongly imprisoned here. Imprisoned by my father. I don't know who you are, or how you came to this island, but I assume you must at least know something of the books. It was father who was a master of the books. He wrote hundreds of them, all describing and linking to the fantastic places and ages which he had discovered. The room in which you now stand was our father's library. It was here in this room, on this island named Myst, that he housed most of these books. But such a waste. By now, you have surely discovered that Akhenar has burnt and mutilated most of these books. Why? Our father was always watchful of our exploration. We grew up under his strict supervision. But when we came of age, he gave us unbridled access to the Myst books. He began to leave our adventures more and more unchecked. Unsupervised as we were, my brother began to become disturbed. He began to take more from the Myst ages than he had given. Soon he gained a twisted pleasure from the conquest and destruction of the other ages. It was horrific. This thirst for destruction. But alas, even I discovered his insanity too late. He had completely destroyed all of the Myst ages but 4. I wasted no time. In warning my father, I thought he would recognize Akhenar's guilt. But in a fit of rage, he imprisoned both my brother and myself within the pages of these books, designed to hold us until he could judge which of us was guilty. To discover the truth, our father embarked on one final journey. However, he has never returned. I can only assume that he perished along the way, leaving me an innocent victim trapped forever. But now, you are here to release me. Listen carefully. You must find one more page and I will be forever free. There is a book on the shelves. In this library, which is mostly burned, but has a few pages still intact. It is the last book on the middle shelf. Find it. This book is filled with a variety of patterns. Find pattern 158 and recreate it on the door of the fireplace. This will bring you to the last red page. Bring that page to me, and I will finally be released, and able to reward you, of course. Ignore the blue page. That page finishes my brother's book. It chills me to even think what would happen if you were to release him. There is another warning. Where the red and blue pages reside, also resides a green book. If you touch the green book, you also will be imprisoned forever. Our father gave us this same warning long ago. I suggest you follow his advice. Go now. Soon we will meet face to face.
Okay. So, we have our instructions from the boys, whether you think you can trust them or not. And I think I'm going to end here. I was debating, but no, I'm going to end here. Which means I think we've only got one episode left. That's super fun. Thank you for joining me this week, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts. Oh, are those birds? I just saw they're butterflies. That's really cute. I would love to hear your thoughts on things so far. On the process, on your own nostalgia, on all sorts of things. I'm really enjoying getting to respond to you guys in the comments. Yeah, thank you for joining me this week, and I'll see you next time.